StoryCorps is, as many of you know, a very simple idea. We started in Grand Central with a booth much like this, where you can bring a loved one to record an interview about his or her life. You spend 40 minutes in the booth with a facilitator. As many people think of it as, if I had 40 minutes left to live, what would I say to this person, ask of this person who means so much to me? It's a really kind of remarkable method of distilling a life into 40 minutes. At the end of the 40 minutes, you get a CD, another one goes to the Library of Congress, so your great-great-grandchildren can get to know your grandmother or whoever it is you brought to do an interview through her voice and story.
It's really wonderful to have the StoryCorps program here in the Chicago Cultural Center, partly because the program actually originated here in Chicago at WBEZ, Chicago Public Radio.
I did a documentary here 20 years ago with two kids growing up in the Ida B. Wells housing development, Lloyd Newman and his friend Lee Allen Jones. They were 13 at the time. And they did this magnificent job with tape recorders of documenting what their life was like. And it was the first kind of do-it-yourself national public radio documentary. And I saw when I did this documentary that when the kids had this microphone to interview their friends and their families and their teachers, it gave them the license to ask questions they never asked before and have conversations they never had before.
No matter who you are, there are stories that you would like to tell that because you simply want to experience them. Maybe you want your children and grandchildren to know those stories. And there's someone in your life, a relative, a friend, who you feel comfortable telling those stories. And in a very closed, intimate space, without the world seeing, you can actually have that happen. You can tell your story and then know it's documented. And then you can decide whether or not you want to share it with others, but the main thing is that it's yours.
It's fantastic that we'll have an opportunity to capture so many of these Chicago stories for always.